Hey, pardon me, sir. I think you have the wrong car.
Well, thank you for having a little bit of time for us. My first question as an introduction, could you just tell us a little bit about the movie?
It's about three girls that get abducted by this man, and they're kept in this windowless room, and they don't know why they're here, and they slowly realize that the man that's holding them has this disorder where he thinks he's many different people. And they think he's pretending, but it turns out he's not pretending. He's these indifferent people when he opens the door. And they're all these different identities are talking about another identity that's going to come to get them. So there's kind of this boogeyman feeling, this feeling like this monster is coming to get them the whole movie. And they don't know whether it's real or whether they're making it up or what, but they need to get out of that room before that final identity comes.
And what were actually your source of inspiration? Because it reminds me the Billy Milligan's case.
Billy Mulligan is an amazing story. I highly recommend you read it. It's really fascinating. It's one of the few documented cases of a man, which is really interesting to me because this disorder manifests differently for a man, and you can imagine some of the personalities are very physical. But I've always been interested in the disorder, and I wrote this character many, many years ago, 15, 16 years ago, and only recently did it start to come, the research started to come up. I went and visited some therapists, the top psychiatrists in the field, and more case studies have come out, and so I got to really be reignited in my interest.
What are we doing here? What the hell is going on?
I was sent to get you for a reason.
Open the door! No! There's a flower on the pillows, a flower in the bathroom, like we're important.
I love Casey. She's wonderful. She's somebody that's had to unfortunately live through very tough life circumstances, and so because her exterior is so harsh, her interior world is very complex and deep, and she spends a lot of time in there, but she's willful and very intelligent, incredibly intelligent. She has this unbelievable ability to download information and then store it away and use it at the opportune moment. And she's very patient, which is something I do not share with her, but I admire very, very much.
And what was your reaction when you first read the script? Maybe confusing, I guess.
No, I mean, I couldn't flip the pages fast enough. I really wanted to know what was going on. And then the second I finished it, I had to sort of compose myself and then read it again. Because I think it's a script that to read twice and probably a movie to see twice, it's very different experiences, you know what I mean?
And how did you prepare yourself for the role? Did you compose with James?
We had a week of rehearsals, and that was awesome. Anytime you get to rehearse, you just, you feel the character more, you flesh them out more. But I just spent time in her head, learning how to be quiet, learning how to walk into a room and see it how she sees it. But yeah, I just spent time inside of her head.
Don't worry. He's not allowed to touch you. He knows what you're here for. He listens to me. My name's Hedwig.
How old are you?
9.
Yeah, I play 9 people who live plurally within the same body. I play Barry, Dennis, Patricia, Hedwig, Orwell, Jade, anybody else? There's someone, Kevin, I'm forgetting some of the others, and then somebody else who, I'll let you find yourself when you watch the film. Kevin was the original person who lived singularly and then began to fragment when he dissociated. And the rest of the community that lives within that body grew and grew and grew as a result of some pretty extreme physical abuse from his parents.
When I watched the movie, I had that quote of Shakespeare in mind, which is, "All the world a stage, and one man in his time plays many parts." Would you say that actually schizophrenia is a way to survive to our own existence?
Definitely. I mean, that's exactly what happened with the characters that I play. The original source personality, Kevin Wendell Crumb, was subjected to repeated physical abuse that he could not escape, that was horrific in nature and brutal in its execution, and in that he could have survived in many ways, but the way that his being chose to or reacted in its survival was to dissociate and to personify certain attributes of his character to help him get through it. And it did, it totally helped him get through it. It's not necessarily left him healthy or certain other members of the group that live within that body healthy, but many of them are now healthy. There are some fun, tax-paying, loving, friendly, giving personalities that live within that same body. Kevin is still a damaged person, I believe, and some of the others are too, and some of the others that come out in this movie and really propel this movie as antagonists, they have that malevolent damage because of the abuse that they suffered, but many of them have moved on from that really successfully.
And that's the next question.
Aha, thank you, cheers.
Thank you very much.